Answer is Aurora, potentially. Also a flex.
Yep, theoretically could go towards Doran, but they will lock that one away now. Does make some sense with the Akali ban. Akali, a champion that can deal. And so it does mean that if Paze starts hopping mad, then perhaps there's just a million orbs that are going to be thrown into his face, and you can't really do too much to hop away from it. But maybe, just with the extra lane power, they can utilize that to make something happen. And they have a lot of power on the bottom side of the map, so playing through that could be their avenue to success. But, I mean, it's Kalista Renata, so who am I kidding? Could just be that T1 run away with it on their side as well. This is going to be a pretty lane. I think it's
I think it is about who connects the skill shots, and I think the Renata has the edge here. As Braum is trying, but needs to get a few more autos in. That's what you're looking for. They got the heal out of Keria to wrap around and look for a gank on Doran.
Yeah, as he's going to be making his way in. Rich looking a little worse for wear as double flashes are going to come on through. Vault Breaker is going to be the result as Doran goes into the mist.
Close. Got it.
Picks it up, and Vault Breaker gets him out of the Cataclysm as well. Now Doran looking to try and close this one in. There is... Oh no! Delivers him over the cease and desist, comes down. They're looking to try and kill Doran, and they do manage to take him out. First blood over to Willa, as now Ona desperately trying to pick it up, and he will be able to at least get rid of the enemy jungler as body slam avoided with a swift flash from Ona. And between worlds goes Faker to get out of the way of Yukal.
All in the bottom lane, potentially.
Yeah, another one here, as Geo taking so much damage here. They're now complete. So,
nice TP!
That is a teleport that will be interrupted and punished. And maybe that was baiting Yukal in the whole time.
Man, remember that Faker?
What does it mean?
Remember that Faker TP on Order out with the bait?
And now, T1 looking for an angle here. Handshake onto Willa is going to miss. The Fate's Call also kind of goes wide here as now Paze in a bit of trouble, but Faker makes his way over. Cease and desist comes in. The bailout is successful, but it's Geo that takes him down in the end. And Andil, not long for the world. That is Faker collecting that kill. It's a double for the GOAT.
The play, can't go in there and scrap at that point. It's way too late.
Oh, there's the car scout. As Rich is...
He didn't have prio, right? And that's why Faker gets the faster roam.
All right, Vault Breaker, not quite enough there to land onto Faker, who does take a fair bit of damage here. Unleash Power still being held onto here by Yukal, as Ona making his way forward, Keria moving up as well. And Andil just going to stand beside Willa, keep them in safe position. Good handshake there from Keria.
Here as well in just a moment.
Don't know about this from Geo, as he does move into this crush. Willa gets on top, though. Cease and desist once again, as Paze not going to get bailed out this time. Handshake comes forward as Geo just trying to stand his ground. The flash has to be used from Ona to get himself out of the way, as Andil is going to hold him in position, and down goes the Jarvan. Well, out goes the Jarvan for the moment, and is going to dodge a bunch of abilities before he is inevitably dead. There it is. Yukal locks down that kill.
Look in, I only want to call it contest from T1.
Yeah, Paze is going to move on forward. There's Between Worlds. Is Andil going to be the target? He is taken out. Faker very low on mana, but Willa is looking to try and catch up to him. Let's see whether they can get that one done, as Yukal is already dead. Out goes Willa, but in goes Geo, and Faker is going to survive.
And not able to get the objective, as you say, but some money is definitely feeling pretty nice for them. They'll take a 700 gold lead. Rich, maybe some more money.
Yeah, he does have Flash, does use it, and dies.
Yeah, it was a...
I believe, using all of them very, very quickly here as Willa wanting to chase down Doran. Let's see whether he does connect that Vault Breaker, and he will. Cease and desist is up in 7 seconds time, but I don't think he will need it, as Doran is just dead, punched to the face.
Probably with blue buff, he was just rotating up that way. He had TP. They got the TP out of Doran. Rich just wasn't involved at all, just hit himself.
Well, Faker goes Between the Worlds. Flash out from Yukal, respecting the damage potential of this Aurora. As now Geo possibly in trouble, throws down the barrier to try and keep himself up. As now Willa looks to get in there. There's the flash, gets on top of Paze, and they will be able to get that hostile takeover out of Keria, but it's dodged so beautifully by Geo. He does go down in the end, but it's a trade of 80 carries. Ona's going to go down as well, as Willa surviving for a very long time, but it's Faker with the cleanup. He comes in, takes down the enemy jungler, and it's a 3 for 2 in favor of T1.
Really gained some steam here, this 4-kill Aurora. Looking for Yukal.
Yeah, Between Worlds goes Faker, and dead Yukal in an instant. Willow was thinking about trying to back him up, but he was, he was already on the floor. This turret, I think, a little dangerous as the culling is going to come on through here. Carrier taking a lot of damage. Does have to flash. And DRX move forward. They should be able to take down this outer turret. Okay, there's a Cataclysm from Ona. Jiu still inside it. Hostile takeover, and they're just fighting each other. As Jiu survives for such a long time. It is Faker going down first. Yukao collects that kill. Still has his little shield available, but it is...
And I think positioning is going to be everything.
That's a bit crazy, as in goes Doran looking for the angle here. Yukao, as soon as someone's in melee range, it's just not a whole lot he can do. And T1, they stayed on this Baron. It's down to 50%. Ando looking to make his way in. Rich just being frustrating here as they show Doran the door. He gets onto this Baron one more time. It's down to 3,000.
6 seconds on Rich's ult, but he doesn't have it.
Yep, the barrel comes in, and that is going to be Pays locking down this Baron. T1 and 20-minute Barons, ladies and gentlemen. It's pretty impressive. And now Jiu looking to try and take down Pays. That is Carrier also falling. And Rich,
and the TP.
He's teleporting. He wants to try and find this angle. Doesn't have the ulti, but he does have barrels, and he takes down Pays. Doran now underneath this turret is having to deal with this very large Gragas. Owner is there to defend, and I don't know whether it's quite going to be enough because DRX are closing in. There's Willa. Down goes the Gwen. The Gragas is going to be sacrificed, though, and Faker turns up. And this is just a bloodbath. It's a mess on both sides.
Looks from Jarvan and this Aurora. Owner and Faker save them.
And in the meantime, we have even more stuff happening. Owner goes in, Willa down very, very low, but he has now a door to try and keep him safe. The culling is just going to split off this fight as the Fates call.
Come through on any mountain drink picked up. As these items start to come through on these fed carries, I mean, this Gwen is so big, almost too big to fail already. Looking for the ult now, and Owner's there. They're going to have to descend at mid, I think.
Yep, DRX looking to try and go for a bit of a cross match because they know that Rich is just very, very dead. Doesn't have the cast, doesn't have a chance. It's time. And teleport going to be used here for Yukao to try and defend this outer turret, but I mean, there's 4 people here. I don't know about this one, as Yukao just put immediately into the Cataclysm after the flash. He is able to throw down a bunch of damage, but Pays is able to shrug it off, and it's a double kill for Doran.
It wasn't the right call to look for the TP defend of the turret. They didn't have the tools. If they had a Gragas there, who's this?
Exactly his favorite target, as the mist can be very problematic. He puts it down now as they look to try and get rid of this turret first. Scatter the Weak does come in. There's the culling as Doran goes golden, but they just take down the turret. In the meantime, teleports coming in from everywhere, and Ona from over the wall. Jiu able to dash out of the way again from some more buttons, but it's not going to be enough to keep him alive. Willer is also limping out of the fight. Yukao takes down Faker, though. DRX, the rest of them are just melting. Ona gonna grab a double. Doran dashing towards Yukao to get rid of him again. And Ona feeling like he will be able to take down.
GA is done for Willer. Needs to find an angle. Faker.
Yeah, is going to try and get himself out of that. Goes between Will
without Faker, and if you just sit back and lose the turrets, okay, hold on, Owner.
Yeah, Scatter the Weak is going to connect. Owner is going down very, very low. Does have GA, and it does get procced by a big old cask from Rich. But still,
I think Owner might be okay with that because Faker's back now, and they still have a minute.
As DRX not giving up without a fight. As Willa diving on in. Good handshake there from Carrier, but the culling is going to soften him up. There's the Fates call. Has to be thrown through as T1 considering a re-engage. Scatter the Weak connects, lands onto Faker here, who takes once again so much damage. Hostile takeover, tries to get avoided, cease and desist though, onto Pays. The GA comes through now for Willer, as now Rich moves away from Doran to try and join the rest of the fight. And they're chasing, but these health bars are so low, and Pays is so mobile. It's such a difficult moment.
Oh, Doran's 2 levels up. They're going to try to collapse on him here, but good luck.
Yeah, the needlework comes out. Out goes Willer because he knows it's only a couple of those, and he's just dead. The rest of DRX are able to navigate it, but look at this, T1, they were the ones running away before, and now they are looking to try and take down another inhibitor in the enemy base.
I mean, DRX from a thread, hanging on in this game, looking for Pays now.
I think he's just dead. The handshake goes wide, the bailout doesn't work, and now they're going to chase down Carrier. There's the Scatter the Weak, and Force of Will be able to take him down.
I mean, time to push him off of those Nexus turrets. His Owner is just barely going to get out before any follow-up comes through, but this jungle...
Using T1's coach voice options because I don't know whether they've used too many of those. As Willa now starting a fight once again. There's the cast, but down goes Willa. Owner is still standing as Jiu trying to finish him off. Faker goes between the worlds and will be able to get himself to safety, and they're unable to kill Owner.
They just spent, should be able to get here, no problem. And also has his ultimate, just push, stop the push.
Yeah, Rich, oh my goodness, that burst damage absolutely insane as Doran diving on in. Willa looks for the angle, great handshake onto the Vise. Doran thrown around like a ragdoll. Great use of the body slam, but Doran should still be able to kill him. He goes golden just to buy some space, but Yukal's dead. Both solo laners down, and T1 have decided that it's time to win as Jiu not able to keep himself alive this time. It's Paze that locks down the kill, and this time it's only Willa that survives.
Top damage in the fight goes to Jarvan for T1.
That's insanity.
And unfortunately, the fight was a bit disjointed there for DRX. It needed to be a desperate one. Willer's ultimate on the wrong side. And T1 walk away victors on what was a closer game that I think that it had any right to be.
Oh dear. Willer is very, very dead. Nexus turret's going down, and T1, they will finish this one off 29-15 in a 34-minute game. Are you not entertained? As this was a bloodbath.
For Keria, I think I really wanted to vote for him, but I won't spoil my vote for just yet.
For me, it's the day of top laners. I think it just has to go to Doran, who even in the game that they lost was playing so incredibly well. His Gwen in this game, absolutely fantastic, and he has just been the most consistent in my feeling for today's matches. But I don't have a vote, so don't worry about it. If you disagree with me, it's fine. My opinion's irrelevant.
Doran was so